What's up, Dachief here? Today breaking down a video that happened out in Los Angeles. So LAPD SWAT straight putting in the work. It's like they say, you're either SWAT or you're not. So little backstory, LAPD patrol units were called to the scene for assault with a deadly weapon. While on scene, they learned that a male Hispanic discharged his weapon, then he barricaded himself in the house. LAPD was called out, they set up containment, set up mobile command, and this is where we're at. Let's break this video down.
Steve, let me see your hand! Get off the air! Suspect's coming out the 2-3 corner of the door. George, let me see your hand!
Alright, so really quick, when he said 2-3 corner of the door, that is how LAPD SWAT identifies each side of the building. The front will be 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's how they notify other officers, hey, where he's coming out. So 2-3 corner, looking at the building, would be the left-hand side and probably the back. That's where he comes out.
Let me turn around. You good? Yeah. Roger. I got hit in the vest. You got hit in the vest? Yeah. Rodney got hit in the vest. Come on with your hands up!
Alright, so there was a lot of questions saying that, hey, when Rodney got shot, he should have stepped out and let his partner in, but hey, Rodney is SWAT. He's staying in there. A lot of people were also saying that Rodney should have transitioned over his weapon to the left-hand side, for then he could, cover himself more behind the building. Where he's standing right now, he's shooting from a right-hand stance, giving up a lot of real estate on his body, and let's see what else happens.
You want me to take your place? No, I'm good. Look at your hand!
Staying in, baby.
You see him? I can't see him, no. Rodney's good. Rodney is good. Rodney Williams, he's good. I'm gonna do it from here. Yeah, go ahead. You guys see it.
So right here, look where Rodney is at. He completely exposed himself. Now, LAPD SWAT, I'm not trying to knock on you, but right here, Rodney completely exposed himself. You guys should have went with the high-low technique. Maybe the gas guy up on top, Rodney down below, still hiding behind the cover, but they decided to go with this. Rodney gave up his complete body to this guy who just shot him with a 9mm round in the chest. Rodney comes back to his cover. Now, take a look at Rodney's stance. He was still shooting from that right hand. Now, boom, he just got shot in the face. He's down.
Rodney's down. Officer down. Officer down. Rodney's down. Rodney's down.
Now, a lot of people were saying, why didn't he transition to his handgun? A lot of people were saying that, hey, look at how many times he flags Rodney, who was shot in the face. Well, look where his finger is at. Nowhere near the trigger. His rifle is on safety. So, I mean, hey, his partner just got shot. Mentally, his brain is scrambling. He's dragging a guy full weight to safety while still trying to cover themselves if this guy comes out of the house. This is an amazing job by this SWAT officer.
That's it, Rodney. Talk to me, Rodney. Put your hand there. Have the Mary come to site 2, 1 west of the location.
That's why it's so important to know where you're at. That's why it's so important how LAPD or any SWAT team identifies a building. They say, hey, send the TAC medics to side 2. They know exactly where to go. One of the things that you do, that SWAT does, and they do really well, is containment. Containment is where you have the whole area locked down. Also, too, is what you have to take into consideration. You identify safe routes for specialized units or ambulance to come in for instances like this. There's so much going on with SWAT. Just instead of just, people always think, hey, bring out the big guns and handle it. So much goes into a SWAT operation, people don't even know it. Now, this is actually going to be the body cam footage of the officer who's up on top. Let's take a look at that again. I want you guys to see something. When he identifies his target and not before, he goes off safety and takes him down. Watch how fast. He's on safety. Boom. That fast.
So yeah, hey, don't fucking move. Don't move. Don't reach for that rifle. Do not reach for that rifle. Is he down? Yeah, he's down. He's down. Suspect's down. Do not move. Be advised, we have suspect down on the ground. Do not move. You go for that rifle, I'm going to shoot you again. You go for that rifle, I'm going to shoot you again. You understand? He's on site 2-3, the 2-3 corner. On the ground. Do not move. Get hands on him. Here. Cover him, cover him.
Shotgun right there. So this guy was armed with a handgun and a shotgun. The SWAT officer, Rodney, who was actually shot, he was shot with a 9mm handgun in the chest and then in the face. So much going on here with SWAT that people just don't understand. It's not all about just bringing in the big guns and doing the job. There's so much mentally that these officers train for every single day because they train for a peaceful resolution. If something bad does happen, they're ready for it just like this. You see how professional every single one of them are, even though this guy's shot.
You got cuffs? You got cuffs? Yeah.
I got metal cuffs.
Take a look at his slow motion at his weapons when they throw him to the side. This guy was ready to fight. There was a shotgun. So there you have it, people. LAPD doing an amazing job. Professional. The job isn't just all physical. It's a lot of mental with it, and a lot of people, they want to try out for SWAT. They want to be SWAT. That you need to be prepared for because this is the stuff that can happen. This is the stuff that, unfortunately needs to happen on situations like this. They tried for a peaceful outcome. They went with the tear gas. They went with communications. Nothing failed. Rodney, unfortunately, he was shot, but he is recovering from this shooting. So great job at LAPD SWAT. Don't forget to subscribe and like. God bless.